Hey Vogue, it's Anok, and I'm here to do my skincare routine and a makeup look for y'all. My Floritan C, I feel like an influencer. Every morning, 5 drops. I have super oily skin, but then when I have days of like shooting a lot or during fashion week, it gets really dry. At night, like pump serums. So much serums onto my skin, it's crazy. So I got these from 111 Skin. I put them in the fridge every morning. I use it to help with drainage, like lymphatic drainage and like depuffing. Sunscreen. I use SPF 50 and I wear sunscreen, mainly on my face, and I wear it every day. The past year and a half, I've been really good about wearing sunscreen on my skin. I used to never wear it. Once I started having an actual skincare routine, it helped a lot with my hyperpigmentation. The last thing that I use is my eye drops. I would die without these. So that is it for the actual skincare stuff. I start with dark brown, I put it in the front. I literally will go into any store and then whatever black pencil they have, I just take. I don't normally follow the arch, so like my arch is actually here. I like to bring them up. And I usually tweeze these out. I come in with my concealer. And I kind of just let it sit there for a few minutes while I do my foundation. So my favorite foundation right now is Pat's. I hate the feeling of foundation on my skin. I actually don't like using brushes. I prefer to use my hand. Pat is my fashion godmother. So when we're doing shows, I'll have a tendency to beg Pat for lashes. I always go back and forth with her for lashes and my eyebrows. And then there was one time where I was like joking around with her backstage. She said, "No, do not do your own eyebrows," because she knew I was gonna do them too dark. And the look was like bleach brow or no brow. And you know, I foolishly tried to see if I can get away with it. And then she actually licked her thumbs and rubbed my eyebrows off before I got on the runway. But it looked really good. And when we're backstage, Pat's energy just like calms me down a lot. She's our mom. When I do something like a full look like this, it's usually like I'll have like a dinner or me and my friend have like an outing. On the cover of Vogue, yeah. I shot the cover for this during Paris Fashion Week with Anne Leibovitz, and we actually shot it on the rooftop of the Grand Palais, and it was insane, but so exciting because I think the whole thing was shut down, so we kind of like just took it over and did what we had to do. My mom did not allow me to wear makeup younger, so I would like steal her makeup, do my makeup in the bathroom before class. When I got back home, I would wipe it all off before she saw. I have really hooded eyes, so I like to do a really thin layer liner. I think I got this at like CVS from Morell. During New York Fashion Week, I had an event directly after the show and I didn't have time to go back to my crib to change. It was my photographers and my PR team in the trunk, my hairstylist in the back seat, me in the middle, my makeup artist on the 2 seats on the side with my sister, and then my driver in the front and my dad in the front seat. And I did an entire hair and makeup look change on the floor of my Escalade. It was my parents' first time like seeing me like in my element, you know, just doing my job. And I was like, oh no, this is fine. Everything's fine. I am obsessed with lashes. I like to use black glue. I use a duo. A tiny amount right here. I'm obsessed with vinyl records. I have like 6 Nina Simone vinyl records and I'll just like bounce in between. Then when I'm painting, I'll actually play movie soundtracks. Play a soundtrack for Annihilation, and the soundtrack for All Quiet on the Western Front. If it's Fashion Week, I'll literally start my day with like Lil Durk and Lil Baby. All the Lils. And then I like to line the corner of my lips just to like accentuate them. Usually I'll use a dark brown, but to continue the theme of black, I'm gonna do black and see what it looks like. Some clear lip gloss. I am like a one-trick pony. I tend to do the same makeup look over and over again. I get inspo from a lot of movies spanning from like the 1960s to the 90s. So I was watching the movie Barry Lyndon. In that movie, the men actually wore the most makeup. Finally, men have to experience the feeling of having tons of makeup on you on the runway and wearing heels. Because I saw y'all crip walking down backstage, but y'all pulled it together during the show. When I do my makeup for Met, I like to have like one thing that's like out of the norm. So the last time I went with Michael Kors, and we had this beautiful pink gown. I wanted the makeup to be quite simple so all the focus could be on the dress. And then the idea that me and Sheikah had was to put pink highlighter on the collarbones and then on my shoulders, like coming down. And then the side of my face was all pink, so I really like that. I wore Mercier translucent powder. I found out about this backstage, actually. This fashion week felt like the most difficult because the shows seemed like they were a lot closer together than they usually are during the season. It was one day where I had 4 shows and I started off with my driver, and then my agent called me and he said, you're not gonna make it on time if you use a car. So we got a motorcycle and I basically was just riding a motorcycle all throughout the city. I'm blessed to be doing this as a career, so can't complain. I will be right back. So this is the final look. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.